for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Sunday Night Football on
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Keelan Cole now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, Rodgers. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. A give for Taylor running right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by Woods for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Mahomes. Open man is Galladay, complete. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, it's complete to Fuller. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's complete. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cole now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Stop your whining.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Miami. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now Mahomes.
Gets it quickly to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Fuller.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards to pick up there. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They run again with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Another run with Gaskin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Rosa's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by a field goal, 26 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Second and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
That's caught by Pitts. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a 1st down, but the tackle comes in bounds.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for